And we are back. Week 10 in the books. 75.9 kilometers, 47.16 miles. How did it go? Week 2 in this third block, I guess, at this point. Yeah. And it went, not too bad. How did we start off? We started off with our Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday split with a nice 8 miler to kick it off. What was the weather like? It was pretty nice out. Had a pretty good pace. This is one of the first runs where I didn't have to wear too much extra gear to stay warm. You can see it kind of reflected in the pace. Easy pace still, but with the gear, it almost shaves like 30 seconds off, it feels like. Stole a local legend, who cares? But it was a good run to get things started off. And then we headed into the Wednesday session. This was supposed to be a speed session. Had a pretty long work day and just wasn't feeling that extra drive. So just, you got to have that agile frame of mind, convert it just to a 5 mile base builder. Ton of people out at the park today. Great weather, feeling nice. Bringing us full circle to our other 8 mile in the middle of the week, and this one went pretty good as well. Felt a little bit better. It was kind of nice running in a little bit of a darker setting. Get that sunset in there. Was really feeling it. And then we started to head into the weekend. This was really one of the first weekends where we were breaking 22 degrees, and it was a hot one. It was really hot. Some humidity. I got some notes on this one. So typically I do the long runs in the early morning and I wrap up shortly before lunch this one. I decided I was going to do it at lunchtime to get some of that nice sun. Made some mistakes though. Like, it's a reoccurring theme. But yeah, so made some mistakes. Number one, not climatized to running in the heat yet. Kind of forgot how that kind of falls off a little bit. I felt hot. I ate carbs before kind of heading out, a big bowl of pasta, and did not give it quite enough time. Only ate about just over an hour before going out, and 2K into the run out there. Uh, I was starting to feel that pasta, some gas coming up. It was uncomfortable, but I just kind of kept pushing forward, and I kind of hit the point right up the dirt path here. Um, the wheels were starting to really come off, started to feel pretty dizzy. And yeah, at that point, I was wearing a hat. Which hat? This particular hat. And I thought this thing would breathe pretty good. It did not. Pulled the hat off, just covered in sweat, head's hot. And yeah, started puking on the side of the road. That's lovely. So at that point, sucking back tailwind, tried to curl up in the shade for a second. Made the call that I would not do the additional 3K out because there still wasn't going to be too much shade on the dirt road. Feeling dizzy is like if I drop here, yeah, I could be in some big trouble. So turned around. I wonder if that gets reflected in the run. Let's see, 12K. Yeah, look at this. 626, 632, boom, 30 seconds extra. And yeah, kind of probably a combination of bonking, overheating, didn't wear sunscreen. Probably can't really tell on the camera. Let's see if I can get a before and after, maybe my neck. Severely sunburned. Maybe not severely. Sunburnt though. Definitely felt the heat. So turned around, started headed back. When I got back right around the lake side, I kind of hit a point where I got about 1K left. And I was like, am I going to, accept that this is going to be a 24K run versus the 30 that I had planned? Decided I'd keep going. Got the extra 6K in just by the water. The breeze was great. Took it easy. Grinded it out. And yeah, whew, this was toughest run of the whole block, and a lot of it's my own fault. Yeah, so some future adjustments. Better spacing on meals. Wear a breathable hat. Put on some goddamn sunscreen. And maybe give myself a little bit of time over the next couple weeks to get a little more adjusted to the heat. Ontario summer, a lot of humidity too, so it was not just 22 degrees, it was thick. It's thick. Uh, 3.5 liters of water, mix of tailwind I consumed, and I just ran out kind of on the last little stretch. So, was drinking a lot. Yeah, crazy, crazy long run. But yeah, after that train wreck in the Sunday session, decided to really kind of dial things back and just kind of get the 80-minute session done. So I headed back over to the trail session nearby, and I kind of went on a slightly different route through these trails that was more under tree cover, and I actually got some decent elevation in here too. I was actually surprised at the amount of kind of hills up and down. Still not quite where we want to be at, but mixing some different terrain under the feet's always good. And yeah, it was nice to be under the tree line with a little bit of shade. But yeah, we got through her. Things are still good. Was able to still get a weight session in the afternoon, albeit a little bit less of the intensity there, but some quality work. Yeah, so now we're heading into the third block of block three, a lot of threes. What do we have in store for our midweek block? We're doing a 10 miler to open the week up, into a 5 mile hill session, into an 8 miler. And then on the Saturday run, we'll be stepping it up from an 18 miler to a 20 miler, first one in a while. And then 90 minutes timed run on the Sunday. Probably will do the same thing. Head over to the trails, hoping that I don't get crushed on the Saturday one again. Weather's actually supposed to cool down. They're saying we might get a little bit of snow on Tuesday, Wednesday this week. As crazy as that is. So I don't anticipate it to be in our 20-degree plus weekend, but in the event it is, we will, probably start a bit earlier or do something a bit different. Already got the sunscreen and other stuff coming in, breathable hat, so we will make the adjustments so I don't have to tell you the story again. And that's what it's all about. Analyzing what went well, where things kind of came off the rails a little bit, and making the adjustment. I'm sure we can get it. Then we're going to head into an active rest week after that, and happy to say, hey, 3 blocks done and executed. Uh, Best training camp I've had so far. And yeah, things are looking promising. Hopefully, everyone's running weeks went well. And yeah, that's all I got for this one. Take it easy.